Okay, so it doesn't exactly fit underneath the camera. I tried to move it up, but then I'd have to move it back. But I have to show you my Johnny jump ups. My son used to run around the yard and call these monkey faces when he was about 4. Anyways, I planted this from seed in November, and I can't share it because it's huge. But I wanted to show that it is 15 below zero right now outside. But looky, hold on, in the picture. Aren't they pretty? It just goes and goes and goes. Makes me happy. I just had to share that. How are you guys doing? Did you guys have a good week? I had a fantabulous week. It's been really nice. It has been colder than, I mean, wow, we are working the electric bill. I mean, we went from 60s the first week of February to, like I said, it's like 15 below. It was like 20 some odd below zero this morning. It was nuts. It's still nuts, and it's not getting warmer soon. But I asked for snow. I got snow, but then the cold came with it. I didn't ask for the cold. I asked for the snow. Mother Nature really needs to quit sipping on the side. Anyways, today's video is all about the weekly wrap-up. I was going to do this tomorrow, but I got some stuff in the mail, and I want to use it. Yes. Blossoms. Anyways, I also have, maybe I'll start out with the question and then I'll end with the question. I posted on Facebook and Instagram a question about a brother sewing machine, and I will put a photo up here and ask you guys the same thing. If anybody has used this, and I can't remember the numbers off the top of my head, but again, I'll put the information here. Or you have, I know Stephanie has a brother sewing machine, and she said she likes it. But help me spend money. I really want it, but I'm chicken. My husband's like, buy it. But I'm like, I'm the budgeter. So, and I have the money, and I really want it, but I need somebody to tell me to buy it. So anyways, if you guys have a brother sewing machine that you like, love, or hate, could you please leave a comment down below about what you like, love, or hate about it? And yeah. Anyways, so that's my help me buy it question. I was gonna say, I noticed that like on the floss tubes, they mostly do these face to face. That's probably not gonna happen. That would require me to like comb my hair and put on a girl shirt, because I'm wearing a skulls and crossbones shirt now, and my hair is just up and in 50 different directions. So I don't know, but maybe in the summer, that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But I have a lot to share today. First thing I have to share is I have 2 packages here. I have 2 lovely ladies who are waiting on 2 packages, but they also know that, I hope they know, one of them knows probably, and the other one's already been warned, that I don't drive in the snow, ever, if I don't have to. And I mean, like, serious anxiety, don't drive in the snow. I can do it if I have to, but it has to be like a life or death reason to do it. So these are sitting here, and they are ready to go, full of the things I promised. And if you don't know it's you, then surprise, you don't even know your surprise isn't in the mail yet, but one of you does know. And so I just wanted to put that on here, that your stuff is sitting here, it's ready to go. But I'm waiting for somebody to drive by the post office while it's open, because here's the other fun fact. All of our post offices close here early. My husband doesn't get off till 5. Why do they close before 5 o'clock? I don't understand that. So, and I don't know how to do the whole mail print at home thing. I probably should figure that out. So next time he's driving by the mailbox place at a time that it's actually, and then they got funky hours. Some hours during the day they're not there. Some hours you can't do this. Sometimes it's nuts. COVID, yes. So I just wanted to let you know you have not been forgotten, and I do have your stuff, and I swear it will eventually make it to you. I promise. So with that said, that's my business that I had to get out of the way. Subscriber business, though, I alluded to this in the last video. I have finally passed 6,000 subscribers. So on that note, this is not the video that I'm doing this on, but I just want, if you're watching this, you're going to get a heads up. But I have gone through all of my stuff because I've been cleaning out, and I know that people can use this stuff. And I would buy new stuff to give away, but I honestly don't know what everybody uses, doesn't use, likes, doesn't like, that kind of stuff. So my thought is that I have a whole bunch of stuff. There's distress inks, and some of it's new. These are distress inks that are new. These I've only used a little bit. I mean, they're practically new, and they're in a tin. Here's some new markers. There's like stencil-y things, and there's new stamps, and there's stickers, and lots of stickers. Some have been tipped into. There's some envelope. I don't know what else. There's more. I have more over there that's going to go in it. And then there's like, I have this whole planner, Simple Stories planner. Yep, that's going to go in there. I have napkins. I have, what else is in here? I don't know. See, there's a paper pad and Velcro thingy. Oh, there's a die. Hold on. I have a brand new die that's going to go in there. I have these things that's going to go in there. Some paper. I thought I had, yeah, there's an ink in here, more stamps. I don't know what else is going to go in here. But I hope that's going to be like cool. I mean, I'm sure nobody funds me. I don't monetize my videos. I don't have a company that supports me or anything. So I don't know what else to do for something like that as a thank you for subscribing and for being here. I know that about 5,000 of you have been here for 10 years, which I am so grateful, because there was many years in there that I didn't do a video. But anyways, would you guys think that would be okay as a giveaway? Because I don't want to like insult people either. But there's going to be, I have laces and flowers and all kinds of stuff that still I'm going to stuff in there. Whatever I can get in this box. And then it's going to be, unfortunately, USA only, because you guys, getting stuff shipped across the ocean is not fun right now. So unfortunately, that will have to be a thing. But I do have a plan for this summer for an international one. So, and I have heard that I can do a giveaway through Amazon worldwide. Well, if you have access to Amazon, I think. I don't know. I'm still looking into that. If you know about, because if you go to a product page, at the bottom of it, it says Amazon giveaway, use as a giveaway or something like that. Does that work worldwide, like in Canada and Europe and Australia, worldwide? And if it does, maybe I'll do something like that will include some of my favorite things that way. We'll see how that works. I'm not sure how to do that. But anyway, so I hope that's going to be okay. So that's 6,000 subscribers. Y'all are awesome. And I really, I understand that my channel is eclectic. I probably should have like a sewing channel and a paper crafting channel and a journaling channel, and I can't keep up with what I've got. So for now, this is the way it's going to go, because I honestly just have a bazillion different projects that I work on in different mediums, and I'm just going to keep it all here. And so I know, because I have people that don't want to watch the needlecraft, and people that don't want to watch the papercraft and yada yada. But I figure I put a title image on all the videos that tell you exactly what it is. So if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to click on it, right? So that's my thing. So that was that. Yeah, 6,000. Thank you. So there'll be a video coming on that. But I probably will hold off a bit on that until I can make sure I can get it in the mail. Because like I said, I don't drive in the snow. But that one's going out UPS, so my husband can ship that one. All right, so that may happen sooner or later. All right, I'm going to do a quick flip of my past week or so fauxbonichi things and pages, and then I don't know if I'm going to keep doing my fauxbonichi process videos or not, because they are probably, I don't know. They don't get the greatest feedback, which always kind of surprises me that people dislike your stories. But anyways, why do you watch if you don't want to watch the story? I mean, these aren't process videos. People are not going to replicate this. I just can't imagine trying to replicate this. So maybe that's why nobody wants to hear my story. But anyways, so I may just stick to like long-winded flips and not do process videos anymore. Chime in. But yeah, this was my divider page, and then this was the first and the second with my little flippies and a little pocket, a pocket thing there. And then I can't remember, the third and the fourth with a little tip out. So I don't really know what to do with this. It depends, I guess, on the social media. Like I don't know what to do. I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste your time. So I don't know what to do about it yet. So we're going to do it. And then this is the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And there, like I said, there's process videos on all of these. They're not really process videos. They're kind of story time. Although this one, I just whipped through it. I mean, there's not much to explain. You glue it down and you write your journaling. So I don't know what to do about my fauxbonichi stuff. I obviously won't stop doing the fauxbonichi because this is my life. This is what I do. It's always, this is my ongoing forever project. But so I don't know. The pictures seem to do well on Instagram, but the videos are so, I don't know. I get a lot of views on them, but I don't get a lot of, see, I wish I could remove the column that shows likes and dislikes, because that stresses me out. And I don't know how to not look at that, because it's on the same screen that when you upload videos, it shows your content. So I don't know how to do it. So I don't know. I don't know where the future of that on YouTube is going to go either. Like I said, I know they're not typical process videos, like a traveler's notebook or anybody. They're like, I'm going to glue this down. I glued 3 inches around here. I cut the washi tape and I laid it down here. And then I did this. I mean, you can see when I'm doing it what I did. So I feel silly walking through going, I'm going to fussy cut this out and glue it down. I mean, it just seems silly. So I try to just tell what the story of the page is. And I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Keep doing them, change them, pitch them. Let me know. So that's what I've got so far. I have the 8th and the 9th already planned out, and then I have the weekend one coming. So yeah, that's my fauxbonichi for this year so far. All right, where are we at? I'm gonna save the haul for the end. So let's do current projects. So the first one that I have is a WIP I guess they call it, is a work in progress, and it's my embroidery. And last time I showed this, all I had was the floss picked out, which is these guys. I did add, I'll show you in a moment, but these are the flosses that I'm using on this. And then I had the pattern drawn out on my fabric, and this is another work in progress here. But what I'm going to do is, this is what I'm making the journal cover for, but this is the pattern that I drew onto the fabric. And so and the fabric is the journal cover for that insert. But this is what I've got so far, and it's not great. I like it. Let me rephrase that. I learned a tremendous amount about this. I'm not, people are always like, don't be down on yourself. I'm not being down on myself, but you can't start out perfect. You have to recognize what you see as wrong so that you can improve it. So whenever everybody gets upset when I'm like, it's not great. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. No, listen, I'm not. Seriously, I am not. But if I don't say this is not great, and I lie to myself and say, this is fantastic, then where's my improvement go? And so I recognize this is not great. It's not awful because you can read what it says. I hope it's an F and an S. But it also shows that here I didn't do too bad. Here I did really bad. From here to here, I learned that I should unspool the thread a bit to do the satin stitch. So that's why I'm doing this. I was going to do a sampler that you just do like lines of different patterns and that kind of stuff. And then I decided, well, I can make something while I'm learning, and then I'll have something when I'm done. So that's essentially what this journal cover is. I have an entire piece of fabric here that I'm going to cover in embroidery stitches. And then eventually it will cover my insert as a slip-on so that I can switch the insert out. And what I'm going to do in the insert is keep track of my project. So for right here, this is what it is. I'm going to take a picture of the floss that I used. There's no number on these. They're just cheap Amazon knockoffs. So I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm going to, that way I figure if I had a picture, then I can tell what it is. When I get this part of the design done, I'll put a picture of what it looked like when I got it done. I have to still print out the other one, but if you remember, I did the orange, the peachy flowers. Here it is right here. This one. So I printed out the pattern that I used for this, and I'm going to glue it into the book, and then I'm going to take a picture. I have a picture of this that I'm going to glue in the book, and I'll put the information about the pattern and when I made it and so on and so forth. Do you kind of understand? So that's what my plan is for this. I know a lot of cross stitchers keep these, but they do them like how many stitches they've done and all that. I don't know. Maybe that'll come as I get better at this, but right now I just don't have any urge to do that. So that is what this project is for, is to cover that. But I did the daisy stitch, lazy daisy stitch around there. That wasn't what the original flower was supposed to be. But I tried several different times to do different flowers and finally went back to something I knew how to sew. And then it didn't look right. And so I added little dots around it. And one of the things I like about embroidery over cross stitch so far, and I haven't even started a cross stitch, is the fact that it's like doodling. You can just keep kind of adding little things to it. There's no, like, if you do a flower, you have to stop. That's the rules. And in embroidery, you can like add little doodles and squiggles, and the more you add to it, the fluffier, and kind of stuff. But anyways, I'm really proud of myself at how far I've come on this. It gave me a blister on my thumb. I'm such a wimp. But I still have all of the green leaves to do, and then I have a pink flower of some kind, berry or whatever, to learn how to do here. But I have to learn how to do a leaf. I'm thinking of doing a backstitch leaf. I'm not positive there, but there's leaves that go in here. That's what's missing in there. But I don't think it's horrible, right? I mean, it's not so bad, and I made it. And the back isn't even that awful. So that's one of the projects that I'm working on that's one of my WIPS. I'm all official, right? Works in progress for it. I did try to use this silver thread. It was a nightmare, so I had to take it out. On that same line is, I had showed these in the last wrap-up recap video that I did, and I had punched this out and made this. Well, I took my hole punch and I punched 2 more holes. That way I can put the ones that I'm working with in these outer holes. And so I really am happy with how those have worked out. So yeah, I like it. It worked really good. So I have a long way to go. I have a lot to learn. Okay, so that's a work in progress for my embroidery, and that is the only embroidery project that I have going. So that one's done. All right, now I have a question. And I know I can't show the pattern, obviously, or the chart, but I can show the front picture. And maybe you guys can help me. Hold on, and if you remember, it's like this. So it's a stamp. They call them stamped, I think, or printed, whatever. Printed. But okay, so this is the picture that I'm doing. Here's the dilemma I have. These are the colors that came with it. This fuchsia, I should do them on a neutral. This fuchsia, this blue, this green, brown, and then some of this pink. Okay, and so that's the colors that it's supposed to be done on. Now, I love the pattern, which is why I bought it, but I don't love the colors. I really don't like this color right here at all. And so my thought is that I would trade it out. Now, this color and this color, they used as the flowers in it. And on the picture, I thought it was going to come red, because if you look at it, doesn't it look red, not pink? And the color that they sent with it is pink, fuchsia, like bright raspberry pink. I don't know what even the number 78. I don't know if that's means something, but anyways. So what my thinking, and this is where I want color advice, is that instead of these two pinks, I wanted to do these two pinks. So they're not super different. I could go and dig this one out. Oops. And do, I was looking for more of a cool pink. So I could go and do more of a cool pink instead of this more brighter pink. And I know the camera's not showing it really well. I probably should have had a white paper or something like that to go under it. And then if this pink is not dark enough, I can just trade it out for a little, go up a step. But so I was thinking these two instead of these two to replace. And then it came with this blue, and I don't like that blue either. So my thinking is, it also is supposed to have a blue house, and I don't want to have a blue house. I'm going to change that. So I want to do the frame here, and a couple of the butterflies are in blue. I'd like to change those out to be this lighter blue. And then there's two blue birds in there that I'd like to change out to be this darker blue. So these would be the replacements for this blue here. So look, I have here. Okay, so here's the pink before and after. Here's the blue before and after. Okay, so I have those. And then for a green, they use this green. Now, I probably will either keep it or just go a little darker with this, because I don't mind this green, but this was the alternative, and it's just a shade darker. And I'm not sure on those. So the green, I'm not so sure on. They're pretty close, so I don't think it matters. But they had this brown, fuzzies. This brown is in the fences, in the windows, the roof, and then this one pot. I haven't figured out what color these are, because that color is a completely different color than anything that's in here. And it's not, I don't have floss for that. So I don't know what happened there, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to do it in the light blue. But anyways, I have a brown house, and so I thought it would be fun to pick browns that matched my house. So I'm going to replace this brown with this brown and do the roof in this dark brown so that it looks more like my house. So what do you guys think? So to recap, let's put all the old ones. This is the old color palette. And then this is the new color palette. Which one do you think would be better? Or am I biting off more than I can chew here, considering I don't even know how to stitch across yet. But I just figured if I'm going to put this much effort into it, it should be in the colors that I like, right? And so that's my thinking. And then there is a red heart at the top that I'm thinking of pulling in red, actual red to do with, because it's a red heart and do a red door. Again, I thought it was red, but she has it as this fuchsia pink, which is weird. But anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know what you think. Old colorway just matched the chart, or my colorway? Let me know. All right, so there's that one. I'm so excited. Part of my haul is why I haven't started on this, because, well, you'll see. I actually have 2 more things coming next week that I can't wait for. It's why I haven't started my big cross stitch project yet, because yeah, you'll see next week on that. I'm very excited for it though. But okay, so that is my 2 cross stitch, my embroidery and my cross stitch WIPs that are going on right now. Well, my questions. I have a lot to talk about today. I didn't think I'd have hardly anything, and now I'm just kind of having fun. Okay, so one more cross stitch thing. I found this on this is a So Pretty cross stitch freebie, which is why I feel like it's okay for me to show it. It's copyright Lynn B. Here's her information. Happiness is crossstitching.blogspot.co.uk. I will put all of this information down below, but I just wanted to share this freebie. Her website, like I said, I'm brand new to this, so everybody's going, yeah, we know this. Her website is so full of adorable little tiny cross stitch. Well, I'm sure there's bigger ones, but I looked at it. There's a cat ones, and there's flower ones, and there's seasonal ones, and all kinds of stuff, and they're free. So if you're looking for some get started or little quick ones, that's what it is. Now, I have to learn how to read a pattern, and I have to learn how to count. And what I want to learn how to do is the counting cross stitch. So I figured it'd be a good way to do it, to start on these little tiny projects that have small numbers of counting, and learn from there. So that is what I wanted to share this website, because this is the first one I'm going to start on, and it's so cute. It's a little thimble or bobbin of thread with a needle, and then the flowers coming out. I just think it's so cute. So I wanted to share that website, and again, all the information will be down below. I'm trying to learn how to do timestamps so you can just flip to it. So anyways, but I wanted to share that, and that's going to be my first counted project. All right. Crafty projects. Next project I have going is the 52 tags challenge for the week, and 52 tags handmade challenge is up, and oh my gosh, I love when she says I get to learn how to do something too. Love that honesty, love it. Anyways, it is working with hexagons, and they made these little flowers, folded hexagon flower things, and she used them on her tag, and she made a couple of them and a couple buttons and that kind of stuff. Of course, you know me, I have to go full tilt. And so I dug out my silhouette, and I cut all different shapes of hexagons, because I'm not sure really yet what my thing was. And she used an iron to do hers, and I just I'm going to do it the paper piecing way, because my iron is huge, and I'm just not going to be able to iron it. So I figured if I used a paper center to create the hexagon, then you take this out and you sew it, that's still the same. It's going to end up looking the same. So I cut out my hexagon patterns out of cardstock, they're thick, on my silhouette, and then I'm going to cut out my fabric using my thin dies to go out of circle dies to go around my hexagons, instead of like cutting them by hand. My silhouette, I need a new blade, so I'm not even going to try to cut the fabric on there. So yeah, so that's the prompt, and I dug out all kinds of buttons. I have creamy buttons and blue buttons. And here's the reason why. Stephanie, if you saw the last video, was my happy mail that she sent me a whole bunch of fabric. And so these are the fabrics that I am going to do with for the challenge, with the challenge. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my god, I'm so excited. And so I'm going to use these. So I went through my stash to find coordinating things, and I came up with some flowers that I might use. You know me, I never know what I'm going to use. Some rickrack. I have some embroidery floss I thought went well with it, and then just some metal bits and bobs that might end up on there. And so that is my plan for my 52 tags handmade challenge. I'm so excited. I look forward to this every stinking week. I'm obsessed, just obsessed. I've met so many nice people doing this. I haven't had this much fun arting and crafting and doing hobby work in so many years. I don't even know where to start. I just am having the best time ever. So that is my 52 handmade tags prompt challenge. And then I've been kind of not doing the Roxy's weekly challenge. I'm turning around to my table behind, sorry. Roxy's weekly challenge, because she kind of went off on this make a junk journal derailment. And I know that's her thing, so I'm not poo-pooing it. It just, for me, I was like, oh, I thought we were making bits and bobs. I didn't know it was going to be like covers for 3 weeks, you know, and stuff like that. And so anyway, the challenge today was book page tucks. And I don't know what I would even do with them. And so I thought I would turn them into tags. So I cut out a bunch of tags. Some of you have kind of seen this already on various social medias. I took a book and I ripped out a whole bunch of pages and I glued them together. That's going to go up in a video. I want to use this paper stack because I bought it, I had to have it, and then I don't know what to do with it. The whole collection is like, what am I going to do with this? So I'm going to use this paper stack and collection to make these. I used one of them with that thing. And like I said, I did the tags already. This is my base tag. And then my plan is to do like I did with my other tags in this series, is to make the book page tucks into tags. And so I have 6 tags and I have 6 different tucks that I want to make. And so we'll see how those go. And I'll do a video on that project. But that's the hashtag Roxy's weekly challenge. Her name is Rachel though, not Roxy, so I don't know where Roxy came from. But anyways, and I'll have all of her information linked below. I'm also trying to be good about putting things in the eye, so you guys can click on them that way too. But I'll put the information down below. But so that's coming also. And I'm assuming it's not a pocket, it's a tuck, not a pocket. If things go in, but it's not all the way into something, like it just kind of slides into it instead of tuck goes into it in a pocket. I don't know. The angle, if it goes from the side, it's a tuck. If it goes down, it's a pocket, I guess. So I designed all of mine to go to the side. We'll see. I don't know what the rules are, so I'm sure somebody will let me know. Anyways, that's my Roxy's weekly challenge tag that I'm jumping in on. And then I have a just because I wanted to challenge. Remember the house tag I did last week? Well, I kind of went off on a tangent for another one. I was going to make this into a tag and I decided not to because it was too pretty to cut down for it. And so I've been working on a paper quilt. This is the original pattern for it. I will put the link down below. This is actually a free quilt pattern if you quilt and you would like it. It's also a very easy pattern to paper piece. And so instead of a tag, I thought I would do it on an envelope. And some of you guys have been, again, I chit chat through the whole week about what I'm doing on Facebook and Instagram. So if you're ever kind of wanting to follow along, but this is what I've made so far, and it didn't really fit on a tag. So my thought is that I'm going to hook it onto the front of an envelope so that I'm going to put it in my existence journal, and I'm going to put a letter in here to myself about my sewing adventure so far and what I am feeling about getting into a whole new world of crafting by sewing, embroidering, that kind of stuff. I'm ordering a sewing machine. Yes. I'm not getting into big quilts or anything like that. I don't have space. I just can't. But anyway, so my thought is to make this as the front cover to that story. And then here's my bias binding and that kind of stuff. And this was the paper pad that I used. There's a whole video coming on this also, on how I put it together and stuff. And 2011, My Mind's Eye, Lost and Found, is the paper I'm going to be using this. And so that is my Just Because I Wanted To project that I'm working on, and I should have that finished this weekend. So there is that one. All right. Last, well, I don't know if it's not really a project because I don't know if I'm actually going to do it, but I've been watching, or I've been seeing on Pinterest, these needle books where they make these, oh my gosh, adorable needle books. Lori Holt, give me a moment. She's that awesome. Yeah. Lori Holt has a video on a needle book that she did. And frankly, I just want to perch on a shelf in her sewing room and soak it up. I love her style so much. I can't even stop. But anyway, she did a needle book, and I've seen them around. They're very cute. So, but it requires material and it requires stuff I just don't have. So I kind of thought I would do with what I do have. And so my thought is like, I have this little case that I could glue on here somehow, like this. Okay. And it's not a complete thought. And then I have all these little folders that I thought I could maybe work into, even if I just sewed stuff over them so that they still would connect. And this would be where you would store your needles or your little bits of threads or whatever you're working, more like a project book kind of thing. Maybe just some inspirational ideas when I'm sewing along. I can go, oh, remember that flower? And I can do an example and put in here for that, and then have my needles and that kind of stuff. And then on the back, I want to put a scissor holder for one of my pretty pairs of scissors. And then, of course, I'm going to cover it. I want to cover it with something and that. So what do you think? Stupid? Is that like just a stupid idea? Or, because I thought I could put in here, have it for when I'm on the go. I could put my pieces of thread in here that are scraps, and then I could, have it like a little garbage or something. Or I don't know. What do you think? What do you think? Just, I've had this little I'm pretty sure it's We Are Memory Keepers. I don't know. Folder forever, and I was always going to make something out of it, but let's be frank, it's not going to happen. So maybe like as a mini album. So maybe something, what do you think? Stupid. I also like that it sits. So it can just sit up on the shelf, or, when you put it in your bag, it's firm. It's not going to get squished or anything. So that's a thinking about project. All right, let's get to the fun stuff. Let's get to the haul. Yee, I got goodies. I have better goodies coming next week, though. Yeah. Okay, so let's do the first one. The first one's not in a package because it just had a clear plastic package over it. But we all have, not all of us, a lot of us have these brushes that we've been using for ink blending. And then you have to clean them and do all that kind of stuff. And I'm always like, God, how do you get all the stuff out of it and that kind of stuff? I was on Amazon because that's how I roll. And I do have an affiliate link to my shop down below. You don't have to use it. Click on it, go find the thing that you want, figure out what the name of it is, sign out, sign back in, and then you can use it without my link. There you go. But it costs you absolutely nothing. And honestly, I am deeply appreciated I'm working towards 2 cups of coffee this year. So 2 cups. We can do this. 2 cups of coffee this year. Okay. Because Joshua wants one. He wants a pumpkin frappe though. Anyways, I was wandering around and I found this thing. And what this is for cleaning your makeup brushes. Now, I'm going to cut this off because I don't get it. Maybe it's what you're supposed to hold on to so it's in your hand. Maybe I won't cut it off. Anyways, I thought this would just be perfect because see, it's like, it's bumpy. See? And perfect for cleaning your brushes. It's a couple of dollars. I just thought that was cool. Anyway, so I thought I would share that. I also got these brushes on Amazon, $10 for a set of 5, or maybe it was like $8 for a set of 5, and they're so soft and they work so good. I love them. I only bought one set though. Yep. But that's the other thing. I do not put things in affiliate links from Amazon that I haven't purchased myself. I get nothing. I got, like I said, last year I earned a cup of coffee. This year I'm going for 2 cups of coffee. But I have bought everything I put into that shop. So you see it all the time in me working with it. So just so you know. All right. First, the pretty thing. Yes. It happened. And I have more. Not more coming. They're still in my cart. But I think this is probably my favorite pair. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my gosh. And they're needle sharp. And they work so good. And they fit my fat fingers. Yip, yip, yip. Oh, love them. I'm so excited over those. You guys, I can't. And then I bought these, and I will admit, I bought these purely to put in my photos. And then some nice lady on Instagram said, oh, you can use those to rough up the edges of your paper. You know, like, do I have it out here? I don't have it out here. You know, Tim Holtz came out with one. Hold on. Yep, here it is. Remember this thing? She says she uses these as that because they're yarn cutters. Well, I don't have yarn. And I don't know how it would be difficult to cut my thread, although it does hook. I'm going to find some beautiful velvet ribbon to go on there. Oh, aren't they beautiful? Brilliant! I just thought that was the most brilliant idea. I think these were like $5 for the pair, but aren't they gorgeous? Ooh, yes, I bought them to look at because that's my world, is if it's pretty, it's coming to my house. So those are my newest acquisitions of it's just so pretty. And they work. These are super sharp, I will tell you. Not to your hand, obviously, but, you know, for thread. So if you do like that kind of stuff, maybe that's an option. All right, so that's my pretties. And then Dale and Josh went to the grocery store, Walmart, last night, and he sends me all these pictures of, well, I had sent him on a hunt. And I said, see if Walmart has floss. And if they do, can you find one that matches the side of our house? And he did. He found that brown. But then he also said, hey, look, they have this. So this is what I'm going to start to learn how to do counted cross stitch on. I am sure this is probably the lowest quality crap material that you can own, but I don't care because it was cheap and it gets me started. Okay. And that's my thinking. So I'm going to do this pattern on one of these. I'm kind of leaning towards the tan, but mostly because stark white throws me off. But so I get to start. Isn't it? Yeah. So that happened. And then I found the world of the Fat Quarter Shop, and oh gosh, I almost went down a rabbit hole there, but I was good. I was on the hunt for these, and they just showed up. That's why I'm doing this video. But I have seen a lot of the cross stitchers using these, and apparently I have to get some cute Etsy elastic cotton cover so it doesn't get dirty thing. But I will hold off on that for a minute. But anyways, this is apparently what they put their cross stitch on instead of the round hoops. They use things like this, and so I bought a couple of them to try them out. I actually bought this one to go with my house one, and then I bought this one to work on smaller projects, and then my bigger one's coming in a floor stand next week. It's not a Q-snap though, but anyways. So what is your favorite frame for holding your cross stitch? What's your jam? Hold on, I'm sorry. Do you use the round? Oh my gosh, hold on. Here we go. Do you use the round ones or do you use these? And see, I'm also thinking I can just make this out of PVC pipe if I can find ones that'll fit these clips. So my plan is to take these clips to Lowe's and find out what PVC pipe it fits, and then can make any size that I want. But these were the least expensive price I found was on fatquartershop.com for these. I don't know. I didn't search through eBay and all that, but in general. So what do you use for a frame for your cross stitch? And so I'm really interested in that because these I'm going to just do in hand. I've been watching Kimberly Jolly on the Fat Quarter Shop. She shows how she holds it in hand. I think Lori Holt does too. Did I mention Fangirl? And so I can't get this off. Anyways, it probably doesn't. I don't know why I have to take it off to put it together, but they hold it in hand and stitch. I am not there yet on a bigger project. Excuse me. Apologize. There we go. And so, yeah, I thought this would work. I can't put it here, but I thought this would work good for that. So I'm going to put that together and get started stitching on that. But if you have suggestions on frames for holding your needlework, I would love to hear them down below because I'm on the hunt. I cannot do it holding in my hand yet. Probably as I get more comfortable with stitching, I probably can, but I figure these are stiff enough that I will be able to just roll them up because it's 14 count Aida. Apparently that's a type of fabric. You can see the squares. That was my understanding of it. See, I told you, I'm brand new. I literally feel like I'm learning a whole new world. But if you use something like this, can you tell me what you use down below so that I can check it out and see if it would work for me? But I have two more options coming next week. And so I figure you can't have too many things with things hooked on it since you can. I love the fact that you just work on this as you can and there's no deadline. I'm applying that to my paper crafting. The only thing I'm not applying that to is my fauxbonichi because you do have to keep up with that. But I have been enjoying my paper crafting so much more now that I have just been poking at it as I have a time here and there and just enjoying the process. No more deadlines, no more hurrying, none of that. And it's just been an absolute joy. So anyways, that's pretty much, I think that's about it. That's pretty much what I have going on. Yep, I have a checklist going. So my cross stitch questions, my cross stitch freebie share, my embroidery work in progress, my paper crafting work in progresses, my crafty plans that are coming up. That was that little folder thing. My haul goodies, a flip through, my fauxbonichi pages, 6,000 subscribers, and miscellaneous random chit chat. See? Check, 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 check. So that's what I have going right now. You guys, I'm having fun with these weekly recaps. I hope that you guys are enjoying them too. If you're not, that's okay. I'm still going to do them because I'm enjoying them. And I just kind of go back and go, when did I do that? And it's okay. I wish I could take that column off because it screws with your confidence. But that's what I have going on. If you are on Facebook, I would love to be your friend. If you are on Instagram, I would love to follow you. I am having a good time trying to keep up with everybody. And obviously, if you're on YouTube, please leave me a comment so I can check out your channel too. I don't care if you're doing paper crafting, needlework, junk journaling, fauxbonichiing. I don't care. Let's be friends because it's fun, right? What are you doing this week? What projects do you have in the works? What different crafts have you tried? Or have you tried anything new this week? What are you up to? I'd like to hear all about it. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see you in a week for another weekly wrap up, but I'll see you tomorrow in another video. Have a great one. Bye.